Thanks to Justin Inokaitis for your support as a channel member. The streets of Singapore didn't really suit our Haas car, so grabbing P8 as a result was a bit of a save. But heading to Suzuka today, the circuit should play to our strengths. Hello folks, and welcome back to Haas, where we get to use F2 and GP2 champions only. We've got Nico Hülkenberg and Felipe Drugovich preparing for the Japanese Grand Prix, round 17 of our first season in charge. Now, this is the first video I'm recording after hitting 1,000 subscribers. So, first of all, thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed. And also the first video I'm recording since launching channel memberships. So go down below, there is a link in the description, or you can click the join button and go through all of the different options to see if you would like to become a channel member. No pressure to do so, it's just a way of further supporting the channel and helping me create better content and maybe upgrades on the car. Although actual money won't make these cars go faster, don't worry about that. So yeah, we're preparing for the Japanese Grand Prix. Here's how things look as we head to Suzuka. Ferrari starting to run away with things at the top of the championship. Haas in 5th. We lost a little. We gained ground on Alpine, but we lost a lot of ground to Mercedes. They had a good time in Singapore. Did the black cars of Mercedes, at least in this save. We might put a mod on their car for the second season, make it look a bit more like the 2024 car. Maybe even find a 2024 car mod. So yeah, we've already got the 2024 livery for Haas, so we might as well have everybody else's too. Talking of Haas, Hülkenberg is P6 still in the Drivers' Championship, level on points with Lance Stroll, but ahead thanks to finishing second at the British Grand Prix, where Lance Stroll finished third. So it's countback that's keeping us ahead, and today there's nothing new on the car. We've just refreshed a few parts. We are researching for Season 2. That's our focus now for development. And we're just manufacturing bits that we're short of. So underfloor, rear wing, suspension, things that are going to wear out quickly. Yeah, we've turned off the taps on the 2023 car. There's 7 races left. We should get some reasonably good results. Here's how our car looks in terms of performance. That's Drugovich's car. Let's have a look at Hülkenberg's. Actually, it's slightly worse because they're equal. So yeah, top speed not great for us, but we should be okay. High speed cornering we're very good at, and in Suzuka you need the ability to corner at high speeds, especially in the first sector. So I'm going to go and get the cars prepared. I'll see you on track in qualifying, and hopefully we can bag, I don't know, maybe a top 6 position. Closing stages of qualifying 2. We've had rain. We've got more rain on the way. Both drivers are currently in the drop zone, and we are 12th and 13th. Hülkenberg is getting a bit of traffic there from Max Verstappen. Let's see the sector colours. Drugovich is currently fastest in the first sector. So we've waited a little bit longer than the AI to go out on the slicks. They've all gone and done a soft tyre run. We are getting the very best of the circuit at the moment. Hülkenberg, a personal best middle sector. And I think we're going to go shooting up the order here. Leclerc, championship leader Leclerc, is out in Q2. That's huge. Ocon is currently fastest. Drugovich, also a personal best sector 2. Hülkenberg goes 3rd. Here's Felipe Drugovich. Can he get to Q3? Oh, he goes to the top of the times. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic from Felipe Drugovich and from Nico Hülkenberg. Well done to the Haas team. Mercedes in the mud. 12th and 14th. Leclerc 13th. That rain has arrived for the start of Q3, and it's going to be wet the whole way. So actually we need to get straight out onto the track. So let's go right away. The track is going to be at its best now, and the rain is increasing. So we need to do our lap as quickly as possible. Gasly leads the way as everyone comes round to start their lap. Let's get the timing colours up then, and we'll follow Nico Hülkenberg on his travels around the Suzuka circuit. A soggy Suzuka today. People in the crowd, though, have forgotten their umbrellas. So, Frontier, you need to have that animation that they need brollies or ponchos. Hulkenberg fastest in the first sector. Quicker than Gasly, quicker than Perez, quicker than Ricciardo. Verstappen hasn't come through yet. He's probably going to take pole position. We are catching the Alpine. Ocon goes fastest in the first sector. Gasly immediately beaten by Hulkenberg. That's good news. Here's Drugovich. What does he do? Just a personal best second sector. So Gasly will go to the top of the times because he crosses the line first. Hulkenberg immediately beats it. Fantastic, by 3/4 of a second. Here comes Drugovich then, crossing the line now. 4th. That's not good. That's not good. He's 7/10 slower than Gasly. But Hulkenberg is currently fastest. Who's next? Ocon.
Excellent lap.
Alonso can't beat Hulkenberg. Are we on for a pole position here? Verstappen's going fast. Don't like that. Bottas goes 7th. Ocon 3rd. Here's Verstappen. He's probably going to come and ruin our day. But we could be starting on the front row in Japan. Here comes Max Verstappen. Can he deny Hulkenberg a second pole of the year? No! We're on pole! We've got pole position. Hulkenberg has done it. We've topped Q2 and Q3. This is incredible. We'll start the Japanese Grand Prix from pole position. Thoroughly unexpected. So there you go. Nico Hulkenberg showing his wet weather prowess. He beats Max Verstappen in a Red Bull to pole position by 0.2 of a second. He'll have Verstappen and Alonso right behind him. Then Ocon and Perez. Stroll has got a penalty, so Drugovich will start from 8th. I think there's definitely a chance of double points, but Mercedes and Leclerc will be coming through, so Drugovich will have his work cut out to remain in the points. Hulkenberg, though, we could go for another podium. Let's go to the race. I'm going for a 2-stop strategy, and I'm going to use the hard tyres. I wanted to use them because the fast corners put a lot of energy through the tyre, and I want a tyre that's going to stand up to it. Soft tyres at the start, and then I want to finish on mediums as well. A tyre that, again, you can push on quite hard to the end of the race to make up positions if you need to. So it's the same strategy for both drivers. Drugovich has got a 100% car setup satisfaction. Hulkenberg just 95%. So we're looking good with the setups, slightly underfueled. Let's get to the grid and do a motor race. For the second time this season then, Haas start on pole position. 5 red lights. The lights are out, the race is on. Hulkenberg, is it a good start? Looks like it. We are just edging ahead of Verstappen, although Verstappen's up the inside. That's not ideal. We're wheel to wheel with the Red Bull, but we're hanging onto the lead. Excellent news. That is the start we were hoping for. Now we can try and hopefully pull away. Ocon into 3rd place. Medium tyres for the cars directly behind us. Gasly also on softs. Just a mixture of medium and softs at the moment. So, yeah, we're pulling away already because we're on softs and we're we're slightly underfueled. So, as long as Alonso can keep Verstappen occupied, we can crack on and be really fast and pull a gap back to Ricciardo and maybe even Drugovich. If we can get Hulkenberg out in front of Drugovich, then we've got a real chance in this race. Our lead has just grown quite significantly because I know I asked Alonso to keep Verstappen occupied, but Verstappen has just removed himself from the lead battle by going off the track. Thanks, Max. That'll do. We're now leading by nearly 2 seconds. Drugovich is up to P7. Oh, this is fantastic. Just joining Felipe Drugovich as he finishes an overtake on Ricciardo. I believe this is around the outside at 130R. I think it very much is. Side by side as they approach the corner, and Drugovich, oh, that was pure bravery. Lovely stuff. Ricciardo forced to settle in behind. We now run 1st and 6th. Further progress for Felipe Drugovich. Look at this. He's going past a Red Bull. Haas are on fire. We are absolutely ripping it up in this Japanese Grand Prix. We're now leading the race and 5th. 2 cars in the top 5.
This is insane! Come on!
Pit stop time for Felipe Drugovich. Hulkenberg will be coming in on this lap, which is lap 15. Charles Leclerc has actually come in as well. We're going on to hard tyres. What's Leclerc going on to? If I can get to clicking on him. He's gone on to mediums. So we return. Oh, wow. We're ahead of Verstappen still, and he's yet to stop. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Verstappen's mistake dropped him right to the back, and it's put him in a position where Drugovich could stop and come out ahead of him. Hulkenberg is heading to the pit lane now. He's built a 5-second lead over Alonso. I mean, could we actually win this race? Is that out of the... Well, with a slow pit stop, that's not going to help our cause. 4.6 seconds, not helpful. But we rejoin. Perfect. Do you remember at the start I said if we can rejoin ahead of Ricciardo or Drugovich, we'd have a real chance? Well, we're ahead of Ricciardo. This is beautiful. We do need to save some fuel later on. Oh, we've got a virtual safety car. Well, not perfect because we've just stopped. Alonso and that lot can all go in. Sargent's crashed at turn 17. Which I believe is that 130R or is that... It's the final chicane. What's he done? That's so weird.
I'm in the wall.
He's in the wall. He tried to do the Latifi line. Let's see if Alonso goes into the pit lane. Because if they do, that's not good news for us. Gasly, they're all going to go in. This has kind of screwed us, I think. Will they get out ahead of us? Where's Alonso? Oh, are you serious? No, we're not going to win this race then. Alonso's gone on to a set of softs. But I think this is quite early for softs. Ocon stays out on mediums. Verstappen's day goes from bad to worse with a pit stop issue. Well, our hopes of a podium have taken another dent because Hulkenberg has had a spin.
Yellow flag, yellow flag.
Here we go. He's going to do exactly what Logan Sargent did, but just without... Oh, in the other direction without finding the wall. Far from ideal. That gives the tyres a bit of a knock as well. Ever since we stopped, this race has kind of gone against us through one reason or another. But hopefully we can pick up the pieces again and get back on the saddle and get a decent result out of this race still. It's taken him a number of laps, but finally Charles Leclerc has passed Felipe Drugovich. That's Esteban Ocon behind. So Drugovich still in the points in P7, but it's probably about to become P8 at some point. That said, the defence he put up against Leclerc, very impressive. Yellow flag. Oh, Perez has crashed! The timing, the clicking of the speed up button, not my friend there, but Perez has done his best Logan Sargent impression and destroyed the rear wing. Wow. Red Bull not having a good day. So we're now back into P3. Perez has gone into the pit lane. I mean, the rear wing definitely didn't look like that. It was the other side that was broken. Loving the graphics here, but we're back into P3. Yes, we're 11.5 seconds off the lead, but that podium is back on. Oh, Hulkenberg has made another mistake. I know we're asking him to push on the tyres. He's gone deep at the chicane. And this is starting to become a bit of a problem. Yeah, he was already on the grass, to be fair. And then off he went. This is becoming a bit of a regular occurrence with Hulkenberg. We're seeing a few mistakes. Confidence down to just medium. Tyres, that's far from ideal. The beating that they've just taken. It's allowed Lance Stroll through. Has Stroll got to stop again? Yes. What's going on with tyres? Ocon just had a lock up as well, so that's helpful. He's ruined his softs. Stroll into the pit lane. We'll retake that position. So we're currently running P5. Felipe Drugovich has just made this overtake on Daniel Ricciardo to get himself into P8. And at the moment, we have both cars in the points. So a rare double points finish. And also, really importantly, Drugovich would get his first points since Imola, which was back in May. We're now in like late September, October, I think. So it's been a long time without a points finish for the Brazilian driver. We've still got to get to the finish with the fuel and the tyres. Tyres should be fine. It's the fuel that's the real worry at the moment. Although Drugovich has better tyres than Russell. What's the lap times like? We are actually a second a lap faster than Russell. So Felipe could yet probably stay 8th because Stroll is coming at him very quickly on those new softs. But we could still get George Russell, and that would be quite the result for Felipe Drugovich. It is now George Russell that Felipe Drugovich is chasing because Lance Stroll has passed the pair of us. And we are chasing down a driver we have twice won the Japanese Grand Prix with, at least once, with George Russell. And here we go. DRS to the inside. The Merc, on its older, worn soft tyres, has no defence. It looks just like the real 2024 Japanese Grand Prix, doesn't it? Mercedes being overtaken by anything and everything into turn 1. Drugovich back up to P8, so that's really good for him. 4 points, very solid. We are on to the final lap. Annoyingly, Gasly is going to finish second, although Leclerc could just send it into the shadow realm and take them both out. Alonso has won. David Croft is losing his marbles over all the stats he gets to get rid of now. Gasly takes P2, beats Leclerc. Unfortunately, Alpine get a podium, but we are going to finish ahead of Ocon with Hulkenberg. He finishes 4th. Good result. Yes, he made a mistake, but that VSC was really hurtful to our strategy. Here's Felipe Drugovich, who was just... They started this lap nose to tail, Drugovich and Russell. Drugovich has put 3 seconds on George Russell in this lap because we've been deploying and attacking on the tyres. P8 for Felipe Drugovich. Great work, Felipe. And yeah, maybe he can stay for another season after all. Should be very happy with that result. Max Verstappen, only 10th. So there you go. Fernando Alonso returns to the top step of the podium. It's actually his teammate who gets the point for fastest lap. So a decent day all round for Aston Martin. Good day for Alpine, 2nd and 5th, which is going to do some damage in the Constructors' Championship. Hulkenberg falls to 4th from pole position, but still, actually, that's better than I would have expected. On a normal day where Red Bull and Ferrari get things right, Aston Martin get things right with Stroll, we're probably looking at P7 anyway. So Drugovich getting in the points as well is a massive bonus. Not because he's been doing, well, he's not been doing as well as he could have, but he's taken advantage and done really well. He's actually finished where he started, so can't say fairer than that. Constructors' Championship, we are now just 11 points ahead of Alpine after their massive points haul today. We've closed in on Mercedes by 6 points, so it's starting to tighten up a little bit. We need to make sure Alpine don't get their noses in front. Make sure we lock down this P5 in the championship and even try and steal P4 in the dying races. But there are 2 sprint weekends coming up, 3 sprint weekends coming up, because Qatar's a sprint race as well, isn't it? So there's lots of points to be had. Hulkenberg now moves 5 points ahead of Stroll, and Drugovich back up to P12, 9 points. He's a point ahead of Ricciardo, and he overtook Ricciardo twice today. So yeah, that little rivalry has got legs, I would think. So yeah, congratulations to Fernando Alonso, but a solid points haul for Haas. Well, that was an eventful Japanese Grand Prix. Make sure you smash the like button and subscribe for more F1 Manager videos in the future. Thanks very much for watching. You're the best fans. I'll see you in Qatar. It's bye for now.